AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Still a couple of heavier thunderstorms around early tonight, otherwise partly cloudy and humid, a low of 69. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a couple of showers, even a heavier thunderstorm, especially during the afternoon as it stays humid, high 81. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Brian Thompson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Time now for Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is Rachel and John, as they said, and we're not wet. We are at Point State Park, and we've stayed dry thanks to the Wyndham Hotel little bar.
Us and 700,000 other people.
Right.
I have never seen so many people in one spot. I said, imagine if you were not in town for Anthrocon.
Yeah.
Or you were not in town to celebrate the 4th of July at Point State Park, or you were not in town for, what was the other thing? Now I can't remember. And you just literally...
We saw a wedding.
But what if you were just here for a wedding, or because you've heard Pittsburgh's a great place, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll stay at the Wyndham.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Not the best
It was
choice
overstimulation.
Right now. Yes.
I mean, I could have people watched for hours. I did.
And
I actually
did, yeah, because it's been raining. It literally, Rachel, the Beatles song.
Here comes the sun.
Because the sun is starting to come out. Now, we have no idea if it's going to rain anymore, but we do know that there are very loyal people ready to come in here to Point State Park.
I'm impressed. Yeah. Well, you know Pittsburgh, right? They heard free concert.
Right. And I love
fireworks.
They all came in their red, white, and blue everythings.
We actually saw red, white, and blue light-up tennis shoes. Double pair.
Yeah,
not just one person who got them, but it was a couple who had them on.
So it's been quite the
two pair of overalls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The overalls were cool.
Not
sure that I would wear them, but
I would.
But either way, but
lots of really good eccentric.
So
outfits.
we understand the plain white tees are still going to take the stage. We don't know what time. We understand. Obviously the fireworks are still going.
John
to be
thinks
on.
that by saying we understand, that maybe that's giving you some.
And
we don't know.
To be honest with you, if you decided you wanted to come down now, this is a great time because I'm fairly sure there's parking pretty close.
You think?
Yeah, because I think
some people scope it out.
Some people decided to just head home or not come down.
Still a lot
but
of
the
people
things
out
going
there,
on. Yeah, so they haven't opened the gates yet, but we are going to be here. We have a whole bunch going on tonight. We've got some history about Point State Park. Mm-hmm. Again, we're going to have the plain white tees are going to be singing up here. Mm-hmm. Rachel, are you going to be singing at all?
I mean, they didn't ask me.
No.
Big surprise, Mike.
They never do. Yeah, they never do, but you still do.
Oh, I'll probably do it. Yeah, who cares?
So, all right.
Would love to know what other people's 4th of July plans were like and how they completely pivoted today.
Yeah.
But we're not taking calls.
All right.
Because we're down here trying to just get through the night and make sure that this whole show will go on. What I love about Pittsburgh, though, is the resilience. Again, all these people outside of the hotel, people who had plans to come down here, they still were like cranking up their music. They had their ponchos on. They made their own party and they made the most of it. I love that.
It was totally
That's Pittsburgh, right?
All right, Rach, I have a question for you. This is going to be like our running question if we have a chance to do that tonight.
If we get other people other than you and I.
I saw that they were...
Do you know where he's from?
No.
Travelers Rest.
Oh, okay. Oh, she is better than me than that. That's for sure. She is better than me than that. That's pretty good. Travelers Rest.
Yeah,
that
we
was
love
a long
that
podcast ago.
Yeah.
Holy
years
smokes.
And years ago. It was before we even did late night.
Yeah, for sure. So I saw that they were packing up a time capsule.
Oh,
for
yeah.
250 years from now.
Oh.
Okay, which would be
Wait, where did you see that?
2276.
Okay.
2276. And it was on the news today that they were packing one. So my question for you is, what would you put in there if you had an idea to put two items to represent what we know as life today?
If only I would have looked at these notes sooner.
Yeah, no, but this is better. You're good off the cuff.
Off the cuffer. Something that would then identify, like, today? Is that what you're saying?
Whatever you would want. Yeah. You want to tell
about
people
me or just life?
Years ago about life. You or your life.
Maybe it would be something podcast related, off related.
Yeah.
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 Perhaps our bookmarker.
Oh, okay. There you go.
A little bit of, books are never not going to be important.
Okay.
Reading is always going to be fundamental. Literacy is always going to be so important
you
to
made
people.
This so boring.
And
this was supposed to be a fun question.
And we have a bookmark.
Oh my God!
And it says Yajagoff, so why not?
And hey,
what are
good
you
night,
putting
everybody?
in it? What are you going to put in it?
I think
you had time to think about it.
I would definitely put in a picture of us podcasting somewhere in Pittsburgh, like this right
That's
here.
That's boring.
It's not.
Everybody
because it would
does
say
that.
This. No, it would be. This would be our timestamp. Oh, what was this podcast thing they did? Is they're all communicating through their RIFD buttons in their eyes? You know what
wow.
I mean?
Okay.
I think they'd be like, wow, what was this? It would be us looking back at, a scroll. To me, that would be different.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that would be a timestamp of what was happening right now.
Yeah.
For us.
I gotcha.
So, all right.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I would not. Pictures to me, it's just they're pictures.
All right. So there we go. That question decided that it's not fun. Rachel,
I need you to know this. I feel like it's a little bit of a confession, but 4th of July weekend is the only time that my family, all 5 of us, can get together and do something. We were not able to get like an entire family vacation happen because everybody's schedules were all over the place. So guess where I'm going tomorrow, of all places?
Where?
We're always all about all things Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh, black and gold. We bleed black and gold. We love everything about our city. I'm going to Cleveland.
All right.
I've never been.
You've never been to Cleveland?
Never.
What?
No.
Holy smokes.
No. So I'm excited.
Okay.
I've heard, even Paul Alexander told me that it's exactly like Pittsburgh.
Yes, it's very much like Pittsburgh, and there's a waterfront. It's a lake versus a river.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so much to do. I know we joke around about it, like we should probably hate them, but we hate the Browns.
Yeah.
And maybe we hate
We
the.
don't hate them.
You
We
know,
just aren't fans.
but. I'm
Sorry.
Then what's the? I don't even know the baseball teams anymore. The name.
The Guardians.
The Guardians. So, anyways,
That's the game I'm going to see.
Okay. There you go.
And they're playing the White Sox.
Okay. So it's okay to not like them that, but yeah, you go up to, there is so much. There's the Mint is up there, the U.S. Mint.
Oh, sure.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
One of the coolest places ever is going to be the house from the Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Where you can hide underneath the sink and take a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago did you go there? Wonder if they updated it at all.
Probably about 10 years. And
Okay.
I hope that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is updated because
It is.
to me, that's one of those things you go like once every 5 or 10 years, and once they change out like the displays.
Sure.
Because I can't even remember what was up there, but all those trinkets of the Eagles hotel room keys, and they're kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things you see once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Aliana from Aliana's Kitchen also gave me a great recommendation on a food place that we have researched because she said there's everything from vegan to gluten-free to fried foods for the kids, bar food, whatever, you name it, they have it. So we're excited for
Now,
that.
I don't know if it's still up there, but one of my favorite restaurants up there was called the Bee Spot. It was, what's his, Simon?
Who's Simon?
The famous chef, Simon. I can't think of his name. I have to get it for you. But anyways, it was called the Bee Spot, and it basically was one of the
Wonder
best
who
hamburgers
Simon
I've
is.
ever had in my life. Michael Simon? Is it Michael Simon?
Okay.
Chef, yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, so it was always fun to go up there. That was one of my favorite places to go eat. I think it was in the Beechwood area, just outside. Of
Okay.
Cleveland.
I was looking up
So,
what
yeah.
it was that
Yeah.
we were supposed to eat, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't know it because it's been a lot of
No,
years.
it's been a
Anyway,
long time
we
since
are
I've
on
been
for a
there.
little bit of time. We're excited to be here. Michael Bartley said he had a great show, 3 great hours of really good guests. He really enjoyed himself down here and was happy to talk to the people. And we actually have a couple of the sponsors, the folks who have been involved in this around to talk to so that it's not just you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy to hear that?
Yeah. I
We
think it's
always
great.
like whenever there's somebody other than us.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think it's great because the sponsors are what makes something like this, and MB has lined up, folks. I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here in Point State Park ready to watch 25 minutes worth of fireworks and watch the Plain White Tees if it wasn't for the sponsors.
And we're excited because you heard John correctly, 25 minutes of fireworks. The buzz has been the fact that the folks who are putting this on made a point of saying Corey O'Connor wanted it to be the best ever because we're celebrating 250 years. How do you make it the best of ever? How do you make it better from the year before, right?
Yeah.
And so that was the case that Corey was hoping for. They've been working on it, and we're actually going to get to talk to the person behind it. Vince is his name, right?
Yeah, Vince
But
Teresi.
25 minutes of fireworks.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, and the cool part is he's going to describe about they're coming off the roof. They're coming off of 5 barges.
Yeah.
And I forget where else. There's one more spot where they're coming off, but and I love it. And I don't know what about you, but I wouldn't dig drones. I want to stay with the fireworks.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm going to the town hall in Cleveland.
Oh,
so
okay.
if anybody knows of
There
it,
you go.
I'll keep you
Give us
posted
a call,
on the food.
866. Never mind.
No,
All
don't
right,
do
we're
it.
going to be here. We're going to talk to a couple of important sponsors here next. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Your source for everything that's news. Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
Support St. Anthony school programs and help students with special needs achieve their full potential through inclusive education, therapy services, and job skills development. Serving students ages 5 to 21 with Down syndrome, autism, and other intellectual disabilities. Find them within select Catholic schools in the Pittsburgh area, including a post-secondary program at Duquesne University. For over 70 years, St. Anthony school programs have empowered students of all faiths to live independently and contribute meaningfully to society. Learn more or donate at stanthonykids.org.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Get connected. That's the Inside Connection this Saturday morning at 9 with your local Medicare experts from MediConnect. If you're turning 65, hear all the inside information available to seniors on the Inside Connection, presented by MediConnect. Medicare made simple.
Ms. Fernandez, what are those tiny things?
Those are what we call amoebas. You can only see them through a microscope.
Wow.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, there's a funding crisis in public schools. Millions of kids go to schools that don't have funding for books, computers, and so much more just because of where they live. You can help change that. Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You choose which supplies to support. You could provide first graders with pencils and paper, or other students with their first chapter books, help a music class get a guitar.
You could even supply a classroom like mine with a science project. But what you're really giving is the moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow.
To learn more, please visit DonorsChoose.org. That's DonorsChoose.org. Choose students. Shape the future.
You have some dough. It's lunchtime, but there's no way you would eat just dough for lunch, right? Well, the good thing is, I have some cheese. Your friend has some tomato sauce. This random guy on the street has pepperoni in his backpack. If we bring all these ingredients together, we end up with something much better than any of them alone. A savory pizza for lunch. But each of us has not only different ingredients, but also different opinions coming from our different life experiences. If we bring all these experiences and all these opinions together in friendly, civil conversation, we end up with opinions and ideas that are better than any of our individual opinions before. So if we want to come up with better ideas for a better world, what we really need are civil, civic conversations. Pizzas. It's an American thing. AmericanThing.org.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Back to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
We needed better, walk-on music. We need, Baby, you're a firework.
Get it.
No.
Sing it. Do it.
There's so many. Do you have a top number one fireworks song, number one 4th of July, number one Independence Day?
I think I'm probably not original on that because I would say it's going to be I'm Proud to Be an American because I love when that comes on. I'm not a fan of Born in the USA.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the song, but for fireworks, I like the Proud to Be an American.
Do you think it'll be in the medley?
100%. If we did
a bingo card,
yes.
yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
Let's do a bingo card. Do we have a guest? Yes or no?
There you go.
Yes.
I'm in.
It's Jennifer Payne from Amputee Aid. Welcome to our tent.
Thank you.
And we're the non-muddy tent right now.
Yes. My tent is very muddy, so I'm glad to be over here with you.
But you stuck it out. You were part of that Pittsburgh Resilience.
Yes, we did. We hung out with my coworkers in our tent, held all of our stuff that we're trying to give away to raise awareness for Amputee Aid, and now we're back.
So give us a little bit of a breakdown. What exactly is Amputee Aid? And tell us, you've been in Pittsburgh for 1 year.
I have.
We've welcomed you. Do you like it here so far?
I love Pittsburgh. What a beautiful place to be right down by the point. This is gorgeous.
Yes.
Everyone here is super nice. I'm admiring, John, your shirt. Strawberry Jello.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I've been here for a year, but I've not yet had the strawberry Jello pretzel salad.
Okay. Brought it.
So I know this summer is that's my goal.
Okay.
Before the end of summer. But to answer your question, Amputee Aid. We are participating this year in True Leaves Veteran Wellness Row, which is a group of nonprofits and agencies that are either founded by veterans and or serving veterans right along over here, right when you come in to see the fireworks. And we're here raising awareness. Amputee Aid was founded by a veteran and a resident of Pittsburgh. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We serve amputees here in Pittsburgh, but also all over the country. Veterans and non-veterans. We buy prosthetic legs. We send them to conferences. We provide financial support, social support, all kinds of things. For someone in the limb loss, limb difference community here in Pittsburgh or anywhere in the country, we can help you completely free.
I feel like maybe somebody has asked Jennifer these questions before.
Right.
Can you tell that you may have talked about this in the past?
I may have talked about it in the past, but I also love my job.
You can tell.
Everywhere I go, I want to raise awareness, raise money to give away, but also support people who are desperately in need of support.
And I don't want to put you on the spot because you may not know all of this information, but are there more amputees than we realize?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, and in fact, I'm glad you asked that question because statistically, the rate of amputations will double by 2030.
Wait,
4 years from now.
Why is that? Because of veterans, military stuff, or is it because of disease like diabetes? And
it's
such?
all kinds of things. It's a combination of things. It's military. It's lack of health insurance and therefore taking care of your body.
Sure.
It's diabetes, vascular issues. So it's this perfect storm, so to speak, but not perfect for us, coming together. And so the estimate is double the amputations by 20, 30, and 40 years, which means organizations like Amputee Aid are all the more important.
So you don't manufacture anything. You facilitate someone getting to where they need to go, and you facilitate getting it partially paid for, fully paid for.
Fully paid for. If somebody has a financial need, they're looking for a prosthetic leg, a prosthetic arm, a prosthetic hand, a scooter. If you are someone who's with limb loss or limb difference and you have a financial need, we can help with that, and our goal is to pay 100% of the cost.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is, and to be honest, what I love is that MB even introduced us to you because I would not know that such an organization exists. Because, we say this all the time about anything, right? If you aren't in the moment, if you don't know somebody, if it's not in your neck of the woods, if you're, how are you to know? So the fact that you're
Right.
spreading this awareness is great.
Yes, we want everyone to be aware, whether they have a family member, a friend, a coworker. They're looking to donate their time, talent, or treasures to an organization like ours, which is awesome. 100% of our donations go directly out to our clients, not to us.
Yeah.
So yes, but if you're not in that community, you wouldn't necessarily know that amputee aid exists,
Right.
or that we're based right here in Pittsburgh.
Now, every nonprofit
Yes, that even
organization
more.
has a big fundraiser every year,
We
or
do.
multiple. What do you guys do to fundraise?
So we do a big dinner in April, which is Limb Loss, Limb Difference Awareness Month. This year we were at PPG Paints Arena. We had Charlie Batch come, and he was our guest speaker and also was amazing at getting folks inspired to donate to our organization. April is a big month for us at Amputee Aid, so that's where we do our event.
What's an average cost of a leg?
I was just going to ask that. Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Oh, that's a really good.
Well, I'm going to say 5,000.
Too low.
Oh,
Rachel,
my
what do you think?
gosh.
Wow.
Price is right,
Yeah.
me. Go 5,00001.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't win anything, but I'd love to know your answer.
7,500.
Too low. Yeah, so if you are uninsured,
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
yeah.
Does insurance cover it for the most part?
For the
or-
most part, insurance
Okay.
will cover a basic leg. It will not
Okay.
cover a running leg or a water leg. Below knee, about $20,000. Above knee, about $90,000 for a really
What?
good leg that's going to have a robotic knee, a robotic
Yeah.
ankle. Not cheap. So we rely on donations and support, which is the other thing we're doing here. We're raising awareness, but we're also
Would have
asking
never
people
known.
Yeah.
consider donating to us.
All right, we want to give
Yeah.
you to give the website for your organization, but
Okay.
you have to answer our question first,
Oh,
all right?
good. Okay, yes.
All right, if we were putting together a 250-year time capsule,
Yes.
what would you put in it?
A picture right today, right here, right downtown Pittsburgh.
There you go. Nice answer. All right,
Yes.
give us your
Jennifer.
website, please.
Amputee-aid.com. Amputee-aid.com. Check us out. All free resources. We'd love to have donations, but we also want to spread awareness.
Man,
So
you're good at
easy.
this.
Yeah.
You're good.
Thank you so much. Now we know a little bit more, and we hope you get tons and tons of funding.
Thank you so much.
you.
Appreciate it.
Such a pleasure. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Stop smoking. Alex Goen patented hypnosis.
It's Steve Mann. Have you heard the commercials for the Stop Smoking seminars? And they said it could work for you. So I went. And guess what? It did work for me. My friends and family are still amazed. I quit smoking. I didn't have cravings, anxiety, or weight gain. Listen, I don't know how it works, but I know it works because I'm living proof, and it's 100% guaranteed.
Why so effective? The only stop smoking method in America proven useful by the U.S. Patent Office because it reprograms your subconscious. Alex Goen breaks your connection to cigarettes, coffee, stress driving, even other smokers. No cravings, irritability, or weight gain. Cigarettes no longer own you. Walk in a smoker, walk out free. Only $59.99 or your money back. Stop Smoking Seminar Thursday, July 23rd. Doubletree by Hilton Green Tree, 8 p.m. Weight loss by 30 p.m. Arrive early. Sign up at alexgoen.com. Goen. That's alexgoen.com.
Here's a World Soccer Championship Team Spotlight, brought to you by the first ever Infinity QX65 and by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's.
Spain is the tournament's top seed. A beautifully balanced side built on fluid possession, led by a creative playmaker who unlocks defenses at will. La Roja's depth across every position makes them the team to beat.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
The best words to hear at the TSA security checkpoint? You're good to go. All it takes is a little preparation. Get to the airport early. Bring a carry-on bag that fits in the overhead and have an acceptable ID. Not all state-issued IDs will cut it. Check out tsa.gov/ID and see which TSA acceptable IDs make the grade, like a real ID or passport.
Before you jet, do a little prep, and you're good to go. Check out tsa.gov/ID or the MyTSA app.
At Habitat for Humanity, we believe home is where you find peace, stability, and safety. But 1 in 3 people on Earth woke up today without a good home. Let's open the door to opportunity. Visit Habitat.org to learn more. That's Habitat.org.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. Hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life, your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. Severe weather, first heat, then storms, prompting evacuations on the National Mall tonight for the Freedom 250 Salute to America and the Great American State Fair ahead of President Trump's speech tonight. Officials say the event's delayed, not canceled. Plans for fireworks still moving forward in other cities, including Chicago and New York. Earlier in New York, the parade of tall ships up the Hudson. ABC's Rachel Scott was aboard one of those ships, the Coast Guard cutter Eagle.
The Eagle has guided ships for decades.
The bicentennial, Operation Sail, well underway. The United States bark Eagle leading the parade.
Leading the bicentennial parade for cheering crowds beneath the Twin Towers. 50 years later, the Eagle charting a new course for the next generation of Americans.
Rowing into the record books, Kelsey Fendler is now the first American woman and the youngest at 32 to row solo from California to Hawaii. She docked into the Alewa Harbor this morning. This is ABC News.
I built this business the old-fashioned way. Hard work and a whole lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah, about that, I upgraded us to Odoo. Odoo puts everything we need, sales, inventory, accounting, on one connected platform. No more juggling systems, no more headaches.
So it all works together?
Exactly.
Odoo is the all-in-one business software that makes running and passing on a business easier than ever. Take your business into the next generation. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
The world used to be afraid to say the word AIDS. Now, we speak out.
I just want to raise money to make sure people have dignity for the rest of their life and be able to live a little better.
We thought it was a disease that affected a few. Now we know it affects us all. Every year around the world, we reach hundreds of thousands with testing, prevention, and treatment. But HIV isn't over. More than 150,000 people are living with HIV in the United States, and they don't know it. But while others are cutting back, we are stepping up. When the world looked away, we didn't, and we never will.
There's a world of opportunity out there, beyond the typical 9 to 5, where purpose and grit come together, where the American spirit and ingenuity are welcomed in places that could really use your skills and your experience. We're talking about the Peace Corps. With volunteers living and working in communities around the globe. And it's been called the toughest job you'll ever love. Tough, because it asks so much of you. To dig deeper, get your hands dirty, to go that extra mile, to rise to the occasion and meet challenges head on. And the love part comes from being part of something bigger than yourself. From building bonds that last a lifetime. It's knowing your hard work transformed lives, including your own. After 65 years, the Peace Corps is still the toughest job you'll ever love. Explore opportunities in more than 60 countries. Learn about benefits and apply at peacecorps.gov/serve.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within. Over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. Promises to oneself.
This is a physical training event!
Promises to one's community.
Helping people move debris out of their house.
Promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
Just this one time. Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Still a couple of heavier thunderstorms around early tonight, otherwise partly cloudy and humid, a low of 69. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a couple of showers, even a heavier thunderstorm, especially during the afternoon as it stays humid, high 81. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Brian Thompson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
John, you put so many good show notes together for us to talk about to celebrate the 4th of July. And so I want to know, are you able to say semi-quincentennial?
Isn't that crazy? I
looked it up to make sure it was right because I feel like that's a lot of syllables.
Yeah, well, so let me just say I cheated on all the notes today. I pulled everything off of a website. So if it's spelled wrong, but pronouncing it is one thing.
Sure.
So, but the crazy thing is, Rachel, we will never use that term again in yours or my lifetime.
Never.
Lifetime.
No.
Unless something else turns 250, which I don't know what that would be.
Right. Yeah.
Mancini's Bakery turned 100.
Yeah.
Jenny Lee turned 150.
Okay.
So we still have 100 or 150 years.
Sure.
That's not thunder, by the way.
Not gonna be, I know it's.
That's the drums warming up.
So you were right. You said, I understand the Plain White Tees are playing.
Yeah, right.
In case you didn't know, we are in the middle of Point State Park, which could not be more beautiful now that all of the rain, I don't want to say the word, but now that all of the weather has cleared up.
Yeah.
So many people have now made their way in. We were saying Pittsburgh's resilience astounds us.
Yeah.
People just kind of hung out at the hotel because they could not wait to celebrate 250 years. We talked a little bit when we first started about what people were wearing.
Yeah.
But I just love the fact that they want to be here. They did the cookout. They were at home. They did the swimming. They did their thing with their families. And now here they are in Point State Park all together. I don't know. There's just something about Pittsburgh.
And it's a refreshing look at Point State Park because it was all fixed for the NFL draft. And if you didn't make your way down for that, you don't know what it looks like these days. And it's excellent.
Yes.
And it's if you're familiar with where the bridge is that goes across over to the Point side.
What bridge is it?
Like every yeah. I think we lost signal there for a minute.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't ask a question.
The front part of the park, which is right adjacent to the Wyndham Hotel.
Yes.
Is where everything is right now. And it's pretty cool that it's all in here. And that's where the stage was last week. That's where the stage is this week. So I think it's cool that they're going to preserve the other side of it.
Right.
Toward the fountain for all the other things.
I love that you mentioned this, and again, kudos to you for the show notes. I was actually at a little picnic for about an hour and a half in Butler while you were doing all the Lord's work. So one thought for KDKA that you think listeners will enjoy is that a reminder that while cities like Boston and Philadelphia get to the spotlight for the revolution, Pittsburgh was the western frontier that helped determine who would control an entire continent.
The rest of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
look at you being a typical Pittsburgher, making sure Pittsburgh knows once again we won.
Everybody,
we did better than Boston. We did better.
Every city owes us.
Yes,
right. Say thank you to us. Everybody west of here, say thank you to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it is so true.
And as we found out, I think it was during our Berg Bits and Bites tour.
Yes,
we found out that somewhere over this way was where Lewis and Clark bought their boat.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if they told that on the tour. And we knew it because we went on the tour before the tour.
Yeah.
But we didn't. I'm saying hi to our coffee person from Brave Bean. we did the tour before the tour, and Sylvia gave us that information. But then we had to split up, and we didn't explain that piece on our tour. We actually talked more about fun memories that we had from the north side, but nonetheless.
But and it's interesting because.
But that is a great point.
The other thing about Point State Park is the blockhouse is here. Now, did you ever go to that as a Girl Scout or take your kids on
we talked about this because you and I did one of our segments about, was it last year or the year before?
Yes.
It might have been the year before.
Right.
For our Where You At segment, so that people remember that the blockhouse is even here. I did it as a Girl Scout, had not been back since, walked down here regularly and admire the fact that it's there, but had not been inside until we were there just 2 years ago. And remarkable. Encourage people to go see it.
Yeah.
It's a procrastination destination
Now,
for
I don't
sure.
know if you remember this, is that we were at a holiday party with Robert Miles.
Okay.
And we met someone from this organization called the Pittsburgh chapter of Daughters of the American Revolution.
Yes.
They are the ones who actually own the blockhouse.
Right, but we did not believe her.
Right.
Because she told us that whole story, like everybody was like holiday drinking,
like
sipping on spirits.
Stories, right?
And we were like, she was like, "What do you guys do?" And we're like, "A podcast." And she's like, "Well, I should come on because."
Right.
And we thought that was full of malarkey. That's so funny.
We thought it was one of those things where Troy Polamalu was in the restaurant and bought everybody dinner. You know, an urban legend.
Listen, my dad
but it's
will go down. He will seriously take you down because he claims that Troy Polamalu came into Atrius and did buy dinner for everybody.
How about that?
So I don't know.
But anyways, the blockhouse was built in 1764. I feel like we're doing one of those parades. Well,
I know.
The balloon goes
I know,
by.
but it is so
It's
interesting.
1764 for the French to fight off the Indians during the French and Indian War, but it was in 1894 that the blockhouse was gifted. So that lady didn't look that old, right?
No,
when she was there,
no,
but,
look.
Wait,
Oh
get
my
on here.
God.
Get on here right
Look
now.
who's
Oh,
here.
my God. We go.
Mike,
hold
no
the commercials.
one cares what we're
sorry.
doing.
It's
because Corey
Let's do
O'Connor
his
is
jingle.
here.
It's Corey O'Connor.
We started making up
What's
jingles about you the other day.
It's
for
the
real.
missus.
you made jingles?
We have
Oh,
a-
I got to hear them.
Because
we
we
have
love
a headset
you.
for you, too, if you want one.
Katie, you want to come over?
Katie, come on over.
All right, she's coming.
Katie's like my favorite person.
go.
There's
She's
a bit of an
mine, too.
obsession.
Katie, unbelievable.
Sorry, you guys
So
are
there
cutting
you
the
go.
commercial.
All right. No.
It's still on. We're at 10 o'clock. We're not canceling, no matter what.
Mike,
We're good.
just
You
pay the
heard it
sponsors
here.
out of your Venmo. We're holding all the commercials.
Yeah,
So
you're good,
Mayor
you're good.
O'Connor and the First Lady, Katie O'Connor, welcome. How about this? Like somewhere along the way, the rain stopped and we're all here now.
It's good. It's good to have a brother that's a priest.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Yeah. No,
It's
we're
so Pittsburgh, right?
It's great. It's great. I mean, you know, we want to make sure everybody knows we're still on. Please come down. Fireworks are at 10 o'clock.
Yes,
Band
and that's
starts
all
at
we need
9.
to
They're
know.
just doing a little testing right now.
We were
so.
talking about the resilience of Pittsburgh. Whenever the rain was happening, it was a little muddy. People were sort of parting ways, but they were all outside of the park listening very well and waiting for everything to just pass over. I think that's great.
Yeah, we knew we were
You
going.
knew.
We were
And
going.
We have a quote that we read from you already that says, you wanted this to be bigger and better, so clearly 25 minutes of fireworks. Are we still on for that?
It's amazing. We are. It's 10 o'clock. So if
Okay.
you can't make it to Point State Park, you got you know Mount Washington, the
Yeah.
North Shore. There's people gathering at all those places right now. So we're excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we said earlier was that, listen, some of the people either left or didn't come down, so there's plenty of parking.
Plenty of parking.
That's
Come on
the
down.
Yinzer
And you have
complaint.
an hour to get here. Don't
Where am I
worry.
going to park?
Get
Katie,
down here. Yeah.
Katie, did you guys do anything special for dinner tonight or anything like that?
Oh, thanks for asking. Yeah, we had such a fun 4th of July. You know,
Yeah.
we always go to the Greenfield races.
Oh,
and that
okay.
is really special for our family
Okay.
going down there.
That's tradition for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I
Every
ran as
year.
a kid,
Yes,
so our
Corey
kids are
ran.
running.
Our
It was
kids
fun.
run,
It was
yeah.
great.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
and do they
Molly's
like
running
it?
40 yards
Yeah,
now.
they have
You know,
4 to
so-
5-year-olds ran
Yeah,
40 yards.
yeah.
That's a pretty.
You're like, hey, start looking at
amazing.
scholarships.
Yeah.
right.
So we actually
That's a good
left,
one.
and Corey was like, "Well, you know what? Next year she's going to be older in the race. She'll be
the 5-year-old.
Oh
She's got a chance to win next year. Yeah.
You're sounding like
Yeah.
those parents that think their kids are prodigies.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
You're like, oh,
We
my
were just
God.
glad
we are
they
them.
made the 40-yard dash. so-
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But
listen.
that's it. It's good. And tonight, you know, her parents are watching the kids, so we're good.
Will they
Oh,
watch the
that's
fireworks, though? fireworks?
Yeah, my parents will. My kids will hopefully be sound asleep.
Do you do the, it's postponed. Sorry, we just couldn't make it happen. Go to sleep, right?
So
That
they're
kind of
so
thing.
young. I'm not even sure they fully appreciate the magnitude of what's about to happen, which in some ways makes it easier for them to just go to sleep,
For sure.
Yeah, but it's not lost on us.
No, we're good. We'll be here. It's fine.
Well, we appreciate you. You're making this happen. We cannot wait. We don't want to fast forward too much, but we can't wait for that to happen.
But we have
at
a
10
question
o'clock.
for both of you. If we were putting together a time capsule for the next
We're still looking for the
250
other one.
years-
Yeah.
I know, right? Listen, we'll come down with a jackhammer.
The
We'll
time
figure it
capsule will
out.
be mine in 200 years will be finding the original.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's
No,
good.
sorry.
Yeah.
Go
No,
ahead.
no.
200
What would you
years.
put?
What would you put in
250
today?
Years from now.
Wow. That's a really good question. I mean, you're always going to have sports memorabilia,
Right.
things like that.
A picture of
that's
your
a very
kids
good
running in the
question.
green field?
I mean, we would always pick family, but if there's a Pittsburgh iconic thing, you would. I think the logo of the city. Whenever I see that or the
that's
flag,
a good one.
you always take like that Pittsburgh pride. So something like that would be pretty neat.
Katie?
Okay, so I'm going to say, because I'm a very proud wife, I would say some campaign literature from
that's pretty awesome.
I would put it in and maybe something with his dad.
Well, you're both wrong because you should have said a picture with John and Rachel.
Wrong
I
answer.
want that shirt. I want that.
We'll get it for you.
Yeah, that's a good shirt.
We
you got.
appreciate you guys so
No,
much.
thank you.
so
Sorry
much
I
for having
delayed.
us.
Producers, blame me. Don't worry.
They don't blame you for anything. We're thrilled that you're here. And the show will go on. You heard it from the mayor himself. So make sure you get down here. Enjoy. Be a typical Pittsburgher and ooh and ah over these fireworks. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores.
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Here it comes. Surprise! There's an avocado shortage! Now half your food truck menu is costing more than it's making you! Also, you're out of napkins!
Those aren't cheap! Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, an ice cream truck stole your parking spot! Looks like you're in a turf war!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
When it comes to family law, a lot has changed in recent years, so assumptions can be costly. If you see or sense a change coming in your family life that could have legal implications, it's important to know where you stand. Getting good legal advice early is never a bad idea. I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. If you or anyone you know is facing a family law issue, start with a consultation. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Are you smarter than an anchor man? And we have Joe from Penn Hills as a lifeline for me. Joe, what do you like? A, B, C?
Oh, I like the Super Mario. Is that A?
I'm going with you, Joe. You're my lifeline.
The answer was B, Incredibles 2.
Come on, Joe.
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Miss Fernandez, what are those tiny things?
Those are what we call amoebas. You can only see them through a microscope.
Wow.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, there's a funding crisis in public schools. Millions of kids go to schools that don't have funding for books, computers, and so much more just because of where they live. You can help change that. Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You choose which supplies to support. You could provide first graders with pencils and paper, or other students with their first chapter books, help a music class get a guitar.
You could even supply a classroom like mine with a science project. But what you're really giving is the moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow.
To learn more, please visit DonorsChoose.org. That's DonorsChoose.org. Choose students. shape the future.
What do you do when the power goes out for an hour, a day, a week? How long can you go without light, heat, your refrigerator? How long before pipes burst, food goes bad? With a Generac home standby generator from Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh, when your power is out, your Generac is on. It's that simple. Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh always has generators in stock and technicians that can install and maintain them. Visit GeneratorSupercenterofPittsburgh.com to get started.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
All right, so we are here at Point State Park. As you just heard, Mayor and Katie O'Connor said, come on down. We are here, and plain white tees are going on. The fireworks are going to be a little bit late. There's not even that much mud around here, as a matter of fact. There's all these kind of gifts hanging around. You know, I always say nothing deters Rachel from a conversation. Right.
I know.
And we literally just
but I love them, and
an iconic podcast guest, right? That came up and showed up here. But as I said, we are still here at Point State Park, and there's all kind of free things to get. Now, you know, yeah, you can get your gyros and all those kind of things. But Michael Bartley left us. It's almost like you could play. What is that? Let's make a deal here.
We really could. But in his defense, the rain was coming.
Yeah.
They had to seek shelter.
Yes,
so
seek shelter.
He was like, well, you know.
When we came in, Casey was duct taped to the table to hold it all down.
But he was like, John, Rachel, collect my stuff.
Yes.
You know?
So what are we looking at here? We've got a fan, a rainbow fan.
Yes, Pride fans.
And we've got
pirate
some
flag.
Pirates towels.
Cool towels.
They're cool towels.
And some kind of a banana squishy.
Yeah, it's like I went to something the other day and they were putting Play-Doh inside of a balloon kind of to make something like this, but it's some kind of stretchy. Michael's water bottle, it's like, wow. Can I get Michael to sign that? And then it goes into the museum, the KDKA Museum.
That's what we would put in our
people will come up and say, "Did Michael Bartley drink out of that thing?" Yes, he did.
It's a true story.
Yes,
it's
he
a true
did.
story.
All right.
So if you're not down here, or if you were still deciding whether or not you wanted to come down here, we're telling you,
yes.
The crowd is not afraid. They are resilient. They're coming in here. More and more people from the time we sat down. We're seeing just more and more come through. They're doing a sound check, so we know what's happening. And you just heard from our mayor. You know that the fireworks are going to go on. Because Pittsburgh, we know it would not be a big event if there weren't fireworks, let alone the 4th of July.
All right, so let's go to this here.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming down now. I don't know if they ate somewhere. Did they eat at a picnic somewhere? What's your tradition? When we started the show, we talked about your tradition. It's one or the other each year, right? As far as
you remember
what
that.
you do.
We do a switch off. Typically, our family has a set thing when it comes to like Christmas and Easter. But for the 4th of July, we either go to Nemacolin Woodlands with my husband's family, or we go to my brother's. Neither happened this year, and we went to my sister-in-law's for a bit. My family was still there when I left, so I'm down here. But it was lovely. It was just my husband's side of the family, and his aunt and uncle, who we see at Nemacolin, came down. And but the spread was crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
so
wow.
much food. I didn't eat anything because I was kind of, in transit to come here.
Sure.
But when you and I were walking around, whenever the rain was like sort of calming down, I did have some of the pretzel, like chocolate-covered pretzel ice cream.
It did look good.
It was really good.
And I went for the hot dog, the corn dog.
Yeah.
But this is why, like I think I told you on the way here, this is one of the first 4th of Julys.
Oh, yeah.
that I've not had a hamburger or a burnt hot dog because there was no cookout going on for me prior to coming here.
So what did you do when I had the ice cream?
I got a corn dog.
Was it good?
And,
was it worth it?
It was good going in, but now I have indigestion.
Casey, you're about to hear where it's going.
I have indigestion now.
And so are you disappointed in your decision?
I think I might be. Yeah, I feel like my calories
not worth it.
Could have been used for the ice cream that you had that looked really good.
It was good,
When you say chocolate and pretzels and all that kind of stuff in there, that looked really good.
You guys, we cannot encourage you more to come down to Point State Park and see all of the different people who are down here now. I love that it's filling in. People are getting ready to see the music. Nothing says Pittsburgh like the summertime and people being at an outdoor show. Don't you love any kind of music?
And
you
yes,
say that all the time.
I do.
Live
I love
music,
it. Yeah, any kind of live music, and even if it's karaoke. But for karaoke, I have a preference that it's bad karaoke. But any kind of live music, I love it. I could just.
I think I knew you preferred bad karaoke.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because I don't like it when people get up there and try to be a star. I like it when people are up there just having fun. But and being back at Point State Park for me is cool because. When I was younger, I always came down here for the regatta, for the
like
arts
with your
festival.
Kids.
Even
even
me.
you? Okay.
Yeah, before I even had kids, I loved coming down to Point State Park. So for me, it's cool that it's back open to the public. Because we were working on it so often, getting it ready for the draft and redoing this, redoing that. So I love that we're down to this. And the last time we were down here, do you remember?
What?
Do you remember? When the last time we were down here?
So, was it for a light up night?
Yes.
And was I late for the interview?
Yes.
And we were sinking in the mud, big surprise, Pittsburgh.
Yes, and we were right in the same area.
Roberto Clemente
Jr. Yes, he was literally waiting here,
gracious.
Standing in mud puddle.
Yeah,
because it was really wet that night.
It was right around where we are, actually.
That's what I said. Yeah, and it was Roberto Clemente Jr. standing here in a mud puddle waiting for us because we were late.
And we were like, I'm so sorry, but if only you knew that we're always on ish time.
Yeah.
And
I'm that's
sorry.
where we knew the difference between what they call a blockade that they put across the street or in my mom and dad's age called a horse.
A horse. Because we told my friends, go to where the horse is on whatever street it was, and they were looking for the actual animal.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They were looking for that kind of horse.
And there was not one.
There was not
It was
one
a blockade.
There were these wooden things that I call horses, but I don't even know what they're called these days.
I don't know, but why wouldn't they know? I mean, they're not that much younger than you that they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Shame on them. They missed the festivities. Listen, speaking of missing the festivities, if you leave now, you can come down, park down here. Parking is affordable. There is still some street parking, but come down and really enjoy. As the mayor said, this is going to be the best fireworks display. We're excited to hear more about the fireworks. We know that we're going to talk to Vince at some point so that we know what to expect. We know that there's going to be some great songs on this playlist, and we want to see Pittsburgh's show up, so you need to be here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And we're going to be here until 10 o'clock. Then
10 o'clock fireworks.
Kind of things. All right. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Party at your place this summer? Fix things up inside and out with July 4th deals, now at Lowe's. Get up to 45% off select major appliances and save up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Plus, save $80 on a select Charbroil Performance Series gas grill, now $299. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Why would you ask a financial advisor permission to spend your own retirement money? There's something wrong with this system. Tune in for a different kind of retirement show with Greg Ayler. Now at a new time, Saturdays at 5 on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. Severe weather, first heat, then storms, prompting evacuations on the National Mall tonight ahead of President Trump's 4th of July speech. Officials say the event is delayed, not canceled. The address, the culmination of a whirlwind 24 hours. It took the president from the White House to Mount Rushmore and then back again.
Trump cast himself as a defender of American culture, pledging to give our country its identity back.
We are a people like no other. For whatever reason, that's just the way it is.
In his highly partisan speech, the president warning of a, quote, communist menace.
Communism is the exact opposite of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's death, tyranny, and the pursuit of evil.
Mary Bruce, ABC News, the White House.
Celebrations of America's 250th birthday taking place across the nation. In New York today, the parade of tall ships up the Hudson River, and that'll be followed tonight by a giant fireworks show. 85,000 shells fired from half a dozen barges in New York Harbor, framing the Brooklyn Bridge and showering the Statue of Liberty in 30 colors. ABC's Wayne Cabot is in Lower Manhattan.
What a New York street scene here at the base of the Brooklyn Bridge on the Manhattan side, which is barricaded off as the crowds gather and the music plays. And there's definitely an energy in the air. There's also some storm clouds, very dark, foreboding clouds, which have people wondering if there's a place to duck to should nature join the fireworks tonight.
To the Cradle of Liberty, visitors celebrating the 4th at the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. Zach Smith was visiting the bell and reflected on what it symbolizes.
The fight that Americans had to go through for freedom, like just throughout history, whether it be the revolution or the civil rights movement.
Pope Leo, the first American pope, with a special 4th of July message urging the U.S. to welcome, protect, and assist immigrants who have shaped the nation's character. You're listening to ABC News.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month with Window Nation at 50% off all window styles. Yes, 50% off new, beautiful, energy-efficient windows, plus 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments for 2 years. Call now, 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
Ever wonder why you have insurance for your car or home, but not your digital life? Meet Webroot Total Protection, your digital bodyguard that includes antivirus, identity protection, VPN, cloud backup, and more. With plans for individuals and families, Webroot takes the guessing game out of cybersecurity so you can get back to living your best life online. Go to webroot.com/protect and get 60% off today. That's webroot.com/protect to get 60% off today. Live a better digital life with Webroot, because peace of mind shouldn't be optional.
Many people will be celebrating the 250th anniversary of America's independence poolside, lakeside, or oceanside. It's an enjoyable way to spend the day, but unfortunately it can be tragic if precautions are not taken. Tessa Clements, the CDC Foundation's Senior Director for Drowning Prevention.
Drowning remains the leading cause of death for children 1 to 4 in the United States, and it's also the second leading cause of injury death for children 5 to 14.
Clements recommends pool alarms, swimming lessons, and an alert, attentive adult. After weeks of mystery tonight, finally, new details about the wedding of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. ABC's Morgan Norwood is outside Madison Square Garden.
The ceremony was officiated by actor and friend Adam Sandler. The bride and groom wearing custom couture Dior, their brothers by their side, Jason Kelce serving as best man, Austin Swift as man of honor. 1,000 family and friends descended on the area under privacy tents and tight security, but a few sharing this on their way out.
They cried and they laughed and they danced and they hugged and they kissed.
Good morning, America. Happy 4th of July.
George, Robin, and Michael were among the guests, too.
A 19-year-old Oregon man is on his way to a big payday. He purchased a Los Angeles Lakers jacket at a Goodwill store for $3.07. It's now expected to fetch around $250,000 at auction. It was worn by Wilt Chamberlain, an NBA legend and one of the greatest to ever play the game. Dave Packer, ABC News.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots. He scores.
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Still a couple of heavier thunderstorms around early tonight, otherwise partly cloudy and humid, a low of 69. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a couple of showers, even a heavier thunderstorm, especially during the afternoon as it stays humid, high 81. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Brian Thompson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Rach, it's like someone has a ba-dum-bum guy right there.
You're the ba-dum-bum. So yeah, there's a ba-dum-bum guy. It's John and Rachel. We are at we're at State College. Not at all.
I thought you were going to say Stage AE.
We are not at either of those places. We are at Point State Park. So happy to be here.
Yeah.
4th of July, where else could you be? Of course, there's a lot of different places. I know people have various traditions. People like to be, so many communities are celebrating. Mm-hmm. So many different community fireworks and things to do. My in-laws were going to the Mars area.
Okay.
And I know that even in smaller townships like Mount Lebanon, they were having some stuff of their own as well. So certainly want to hear about other people's community works. I would take calls. I would be happy to hear.
Oh my God, yeah. One of the cool places about Pittsburgh's geography is that if you live on top of a hill, I won't say mountain because they're not mountains, they're hills.
Yes.
If you live on top of a hill, you can usually see 2 or 3 or 4 different communities' fireworks.
That is a
and
then
isn't that
they all
like
blend
a Pittsburgh
kind of
thing? You go, wait, is that Crafton? No, I think that's Moon.
Which one of them did you like better?
Yeah.
Did you think that one was good?
Wait, I think that's Kennedy over there.
so true.
That's the Pittsburgh tradition. I know that we used to go to the Kennedy Township Giant Eagle parking lot and look out at the city because what was cool is we could see the city fireworks, the higher ones, and we wouldn't hear all the thumping, which is part of the fun, except when you have little kids.
Sure.
So, but then they built an apartment building there, and it kind of screwed it all up.
Sure.
Yeah.
We did. I told you this last night or yesterday when we were on air. My dad habitually performed at the Kiwanis Park in Shaler, and there they had a great fireworks display. And now I'm a North Hillian, so I certainly love Ross Township does a fantastic job as well. That whole area, all of the North areas. North
do they
Hills,
take,
Shaler.
like you're involved in the government here, pseudo, do they get somebody to sponsor that, or did they make that a budget item somewhere along the way? You know, to pay for
I'm on
fireworks.
the school board. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't know if maybe you had that
No, that's
inside
fine.
track. Yeah.
That's a good question. I should know that.
Because I know communities have cut back in the past.
For sure.
The city of Pittsburgh has doubled down by having 25 minutes of fireworks. But, you know, we're talking about traditions, Rach, and I was wondering, like, why do we even grill out, and why is it hot dogs and hamburgers?
You did a little research while I was enjoying my
does
family.
ChatGPT count as research?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
that is today's research,
I have to
right?
give my buddy ChatGPT, who I'm very nice to on a regular basis.
You are really good friends.
But I said, why are we always cooking out? What's the grilling part of it? It just said basically back in the 1800s, grilling started because people were out. They wanted to be outside.
How did they grill?
I guess over a fire.
Yeah.
Like you'd make a s'more or something like that.
Sure.
So it was way back when. So and it was part of
1800s.
picnics and community celebrations was
And
a
we
cookout.
just kept doing it.
Then I said, okay, well, what about hot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
And this is cool. In the 1800s, German immigrants brought frankfurters and sausages to America.
I knew that.
By the early 1900s, hot dogs were an inexpensive, easy to cook, and perfect for feeding a crowd.
I knew that because we talked about something to the effect of how so many people during even the Depression era ended up resorting back to hot dogs being an affordable family staple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on top of this, how about, I didn't realize this.
Okay.
Baseball, as you can imagine.
Sure.
Baseball helped make them iconic, and by the mid-20th century, a 4th of July cookout almost was never complete without a hot dog.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All synonymous with America.
America. Now, you know what doesn't go on
Baseball.
that hot dog?
For you, ketchup.
Ketchup.
What
right,
do you
that's
put
right.
on it
Yeah.
since you hate
just
ketchup?
chopped onions.
Oh,
chopped
yeah.
onions, yeah.
And
yeah.
you like a burnt hot dog, is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Did I hear you saying that
I
on-
would definitely
on
take
our
a
way in?
burnt hot dog. And actually, my other research, ChatGPT, backyard grilling took off after World War II, and it was charcoal grills brought about more the popularity of a hamburger. So the hamburger was okay, but it was not really popular until the whole grilling out thing.
Did not know
About that. Yeah, I like a good charred hamburger as well. Get back to the hot dog. Americans are estimated to eat around 150 million hot dogs on the 4th of July.
What?
Yeah.
So total in America.
150 million. They said it's enough to
Wow.
stretch from Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles several times over.
Pretty cool.
Now, a hot dog, you won't have a hot dog, right?
I
we
won't have a
talked about this the
hamburger
other night
either.
on the radio, and
I'll have
not
a
even a vegan
portobello.
hot dog.
No.
Yeah.
I'll have a portobello. Well, like we talked, it's not worth the calories, and it's probably full of sodium, so I'm good.
Yeah. And what's the other? Nitrates. It's
Nitrate.
the nitrates.
But looking around here, and sure, I definitely want to see you come down to Point State Park, but just looking around here, there's so many different picnic foods. Do you see there's a giant pretzel down there and a gyro? I'm craving a gyro.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. There are times I do that too. It took me forever to like gyros, but now I
Really?
get into
Because of
cravings.
lamb? You're not a lamb person?
Well, I remember working a kids' food festival every year, and I was
You
always
saw it.
cutting the gyro meat off of that
blah,
cone.
blah.
And I'm like, no meat comes in a cone.
True story.
Right.
That is a
so,
true story.
but then it was Willie, really, your husband,
That's his
he
favorite.
loved gyros, and I would smell them. They smelled delicious. And so, but I don't like the cucumber sauce. I'm not a
what's that called? Sake.
tzatziki.
Oh, I thought it was.
Tzatziki sauce. I think.
Okay.
But no, so you'll eat gyro meat?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you like gyro.
No, I'm craving one, but I wouldn't like it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'll do it as like chicken.
Yeah.
Like a chicken gyro. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, typically, like, I'm not a big,
Are you one of those
no
people
kind of meat.
that look sideways when someone says it's a hira? It's a hira.
No, because isn't that what Rick Zeeback does?
Yeah.
And I feel like, I'm not a judger when it comes to
Defendant
that.
number
Especially
two.
because that's a community thing. Or
Defendant
a
number two
culture
always
thing.
said hira.
Oh,
hero.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That would be John's second ex-wife.
It's just, you just can't casually go through anything.
John,
Jeez,
that is
oh man.
hysterical.
I'm not
I
gonna
love
say
whenever.
I'm done talking.
No,
I'm done
don't
talking.
say that.
No, you're
don't
gonna
say
rat
that.
me out.
I won't rat you out. Anyway, no. What is your favorite? As we're talking about grilled foods, what would you say is your favorite holiday dessert for the 4th of July?
Like 4th
so
of
many
July
people,
holiday
What
dessert?
I've loved is obviously from a recipe standpoint, people will do like a red, white, and blue fruit tray. Yes. They'll use like the white could be a yogurt or something like that. Is there something in particular that you like?
I am a big fan of the Harbaugh family.
Uh-huh.
That when they have picnics, I don't know who it is. It's a mysterious person that makes a ho-ho cake.
Oh, my God. I love ho-ho cakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, strawberry jello pretzel salad is good, but ho-ho cake? I don't know who the secret
To die
inventor
for.
is. It's to die for, yeah. But I can only have so many pieces of it.
I would not mind tiramisu, but that's so hard to make. You know what I mean?
right.
Just for. But I do love whenever people get into the spirit, like when it's Thanksgiving and they make like a, like a turkey bum.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the feathers, and it's all different colors of like the celery and the peppers and things like that. Same thing with red, white, and blue. People will make a flag.
Yeah, right.
You know, things like that. So they did that at my sister-in-law's with
Are
like
you talented
blueberries.
like that where you can do that?
I can't. No.
No.
No, I'm not that way. I'm not artistic, as you know.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, and John, you know this is so true of me. I am known for my buffalo chicken dip.
You are.
I have not made it yet this year, like this season, you know. And my nephews were requesting it regularly, and they hadn't requested. I was like, maybe I didn't make a good batch. I don't know. You know, I get in my own head. So my sister-in-law said, well, why don't you make buffalo chicken dip? Everybody likes it.
Yeah.
They literally were coming outside and saying, best batch ever.
That's awesome.
So I did make sure that I snuck a little bit
What do they
aside
eat
for
it
my
with?
kids. Tostitos. But I got to tell you, I'll tell you when we come back. I know we have to take a break. My kids were sneaking some, and I'll tell you what they did. But anyway, that's for the next segment. It's John and Rachel live from Point State Park. We hope we see you down here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When you need to talk, we're here for you. Always have been. News Radio KDKA.
Ready to start thinking like Wall Street without leaving Main Street? Tune in Sunday mornings at 6:30 for a slice of advice with Kelton Burgess. Right here on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Pros, save more on what you need to get the job done right. Right now at Lowe's. Get 15% off select custom entry and interior doors. Plus, save $80 on the DeWalt 20-volt Max 2-tool combo kit. Now just $169. And at the Lowe's Pro Desk, bring us your materials list and get a quote in minutes. Handwritten, a photo, or even a sticky note is all you need. Keep your jobs moving faster and on budget at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. So when it comes to your heart, there's no room for compromise. At UPMC Heart and Vascular Institute, innovation, technology, and world-class expertise come together to treat the most complex heart cases, redefining what's possible for patients who need it most. Getting your heart checked can save your life. Schedule your appointment with the region's leader at upmc.com/heart.
Workdays work better with food. And not just any food, the good stuff. That's why there's Easy Cater, the workplace food platform where you can order from a huge variety of great restaurants for any group size, anytime, anywhere, all in one place. Whether it's gourmet deli trays for the client meeting, spicy noodles for the night shift, tacos for the weekend crew, or a big box of brownies to tell your team, thank you. Just use Easy Cater. One platform to feed them all, and feed them well. Start an order at easycater.com.
The right patio sets the scene. The right grill steals the show. For a limited time during July 4th, extra big deals at Lowe's. Get 2 12-by-12-inch square patio stones for only $3. Plus, save $100 on a select Charbroil Performance Series 4-burner gas grill. Now just $179. All you need now is good company. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/6. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
Have you tried the only stop smoking hypnosis in America, proven useful by the U.S. Patent Office that reprograms your subconscious? Alex Goen patented hypnosis destroys your connections to cigarettes. No cravings, irritability, or weight gain. Walk in a smoker, walk out free. Only $59.99 or your money back. Stop Smoking Seminar Thursday, July 23rd. Doubletree by Hilton Green Tree, 8 p.m. Weight loss, 5:30 p.m. Sign up at alexgoen.com. Goen. That's alexgoen.com.
Mommy, how come I can't sit in the front seat?
Because I love you and you're just not ready yet.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Greg said he was going to sing with me, and then he didn't.
Right.
I'm just kidding. He would not sing. It's John and Rachel. We are live from Point State Park. It is the 4th of July. We are so excited because we had Corey O'Connor himself. It's like Santa Claus.
Yeah, and we didn't even ask him. He walked by.
He walked by
and sat down. Him and Katie sat down on the chairs and said, and we said, get on in here. And we told everybody, told Mike, the producer, hold the commercials.
Yeah, something that I love about, we are very big fans. We've made it very clear. We're very big fans of Mayor O'Connor and First Lady O'Connor. And we've always appreciated his appreciation for Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. And we appreciate his leadership and all of those kinds of things. But listening to her talk about just parenthood in general, I think people need to realize how hard it is. We all know how hard it is to raise kids to begin with. But to raise kids in the public eye in that nature is so difficult. And these kids are so little. They're not going to school. They are young. They are toddlers. And they are doing such a good balancing act, especially Katie O'Connor with her kids. Don't you see it?
Well, yeah, and I think it's interesting because it's, typically when, I guess, a stereotypical first lady, you're thinking of an older person that may have some older kids.
Sure.
And so she's going through this with, we're watching her be a parent versus,
that's what I'm saying. She's balancing
her having some sort of ideas of how she did parent, being able to reflect on it. We're watching it in real time.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. Just kudos to her. And, after they were sitting here just talking about how excited they were that the fireworks were going to go down, that they were going to happen, and that the Plain White Tees were going to perform, she also made sure that she had a conversation with us about literacy. It just, to me, that is so important. That's where her focus is.
And she's taken the first lady role very seriously. Yeah. I think it's great. And, I love the fact that the realism part of it is that they sat down here and they said, we put the kids with the in-laws.
Yes.
And we're out here for the night. And again, what parents worry about doing that? That's part of life, and I think that's very cool.
So important.
Very practical.
Yeah, very good word. Very practical. Yeah. Excited for these fireworks, though, because from what we've gathered, it takes quite the team to kind of make all this happen. Yeah. You're not just sitting there playing DJ and thinking about a couple of songs that may be high-energy songs, right? Like, there's an entire team that is tasked with putting this out. Putting it all out there. It's artwork.
And it's so amazing how they do this stuff. Years ago, we got to go and see the bunkers of where they build these fireworks. And you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
What a unique job. And to know that this one spins in the last 12 seconds. This one, flashes off, and then 12 seconds later, it flashes another flash.
Sure.
I think it's super cool, and because I think we all think that you just sit there and somebody plays a track. They mix some songs. Oh, we need 6.5 minutes of fireworks, 6.5 minutes of music. Make sure you play these songs and you mix it through. I love the fact that these are literally, they're choreographed.
Right, it's an art.
And I'm not a fan. Listen, I saw the drones. I've seen drones, and I think it's super cool what they do. But I'm still a fan of fireworks.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Watch the fireworks. You know what's cool? I'm looking over. Again, we are live at Point State Park, and I'm looking at the Wyndham, and you can see so many people. We talked about this when we first came in. People are here for Anthrocon. People are here for the 4th of July celebrations. People are here for various other activities happening throughout Pittsburgh in general. But you can see people at their windows getting ready for the fireworks.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Has there ever
It's
been...
a good idea.
Oh, I think it's a great idea.
I mean, just to kind of rent a room for the night, even if you're from here.
Yeah, the view's got to be fantastic. And I don't know if you've ever done... Have you ever seen the fireworks from any other standpoint? We did. We remember we were doing first night.
Okay.
And we were on top of the UPMC tower.
No, that wasn't first night. That was light up night. Yeah.
But we saw the fire because you're looking down on the fireworks. But then one year
that was
the 4th of July,
Mm-hmm.
my friends, the Dixons, took us into PPG Place.
Mm-hmm.
And,
to look at it from that kind of view?
It was on like the 30th floor, so you're right at eye level, sitting inside.
Wow.
You can still feel it vibrating.
Sure.
In the glass.
What's that like? Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Amazing. That's pretty cool. Last year we actually... we were driving home, if you remember, because we were down here, but over on the North Shore side, and we were driving and saw people just kind of pulled off on the side of the road, sitting on medians and things like that, just kind of watching it all go down.
And you're not allowed to do that, but we did that.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
We just pulled just for a couple minutes, just to kind of have to do the oohs and ahs. It's like a Pittsburgh tradition.
Yeah. Do you ooh, do you ah, do you clap?
I do. No, I don't clap. Yeah. But I love watching it.
Yeah.
Such an array. Yeah. Anyway, plain white teas are happening. All the food is happening. There's people walking around.
The fountain is on.
Yes. So many different sights to be seen down here at Point State Park. Still time for you to come down. Park where you need to park. Figure out what garage is going to be most conducive. Check out these fireworks. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
There's a world of opportunity out there beyond the typical 9 to 5. Where purpose and grit come together. Where the American spirit and ingenuity are welcomed in places that could really use your skills and your experience. We're talking about the Peace Corps. With volunteers living and working in communities around the globe. And it's been called the toughest job you'll ever love. Tough, because it asks so much of you. To dig deeper, get your hands dirty, to go that extra mile, to rise to the occasion and meet challenges head on. And the love part comes from being part of something bigger than yourself. From building bonds that last a lifetime. It's knowing your hard work transformed lives, including your own. After 65 years, the Peace Corps is still the toughest job you'll ever love. Explore opportunities in more than 60 countries. Learn about benefits and apply at peacecorps.gov/serve.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one.
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
Go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept.
Promises to oneself.
This is a physical training event.
Promises to one's community.
Helping people move debris out of their house.
Promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. Fireworks across America tonight, culminating in celebrations for America's 250th birthday. A massive fireworks display tonight in the waters surrounding Manhattan in New York City. In Washington, D.C., fireworks later after President Trump speaks on the National Mall. The president promising a long speech despite the heat. Earlier today,
nationwide, millions gathering to cheer on parades down main streets. From Washington State, kids on bicycles in red, white, and blue.
We have a great, great country, and we need to really appreciate it.
To Minnesota, classic cars on display delighting the smallest fans. In Texas, Lady Liberty and Uncle Sam taking center stage.
It's go time!
And it's not the 4th of July without that uniquely raw slice of Americana.
3, 2, 1. Go!
The annual Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest.
ABC's Whit Johnson. Serena Williams withdrawing from a doubles match today at Wimbledon due to an injury. This is ABC News.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. Promises to oneself.
This is a physical training event.
Promises to one's community.
Helping people move debris out of their house.
promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
John and Rachel live at Point State Park, looking at the BNY main stage that has the plain white tees. John, while you were gone for a hot minute,
yes,
they were like, "Do you want to hear Hey There, Delilah?" But they didn't do it yet.
Oh, okay.
So
did
you're
people
good. They're
scream?
just teasing it. Yeah, because you know Pittsburgh is all about that song.
Yeah.
You know, let's hear.
Do you know the story behind that song?
Yeah, he liked the girl. She didn't like him back. It was short-lived.
Right. And then he told her, I wrote a song for you, and he really hadn't. And then years later, he wrote the song, and it became very popular. And people started to wonder, who is Delilah?
Yeah.
And they seeked her out, and she's like, I got nothing to do with that guy.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
she does not care.
Because he wrote it because he said she was the most beautiful girl he had ever met.
So
and
crazy.
That's why he said,
so
hey,
crazy.
MB, what's up? MB, get a headset on over there. Come on. Hurry up. Come on. All
she
right.
is done for the night.
MB
it was a lot.
is the person who coordinated all of the things we were doing down here today.
Yeah, she is saying her final goodbye because the city deserves a round of applause.
Yeah.
Their special events department, they work year-round for so many different things, and I love what they did for the 4th of July celebration.
Yeah, in city parks we stay close to because there are so many good things. I mean, it's as a city resident, I appreciate them, but I think the cool part is suburban folks appreciate what the city parks does.
For sure,
because
yeah.
It's things like this. This isn't just city residents. And we saw people in the hotel, as you said earlier, that have traveled here from wherever to have the night out and come down here.
For sure.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever just kind of randomly come down, stay downtown?
I have not.
No.
No.
I did once I think it might have been first night. And it was okay. But when you have kids, you're like, all right, we have to check out of the hotel by 11 o'clock, blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
There's only time to have breakfast and get on out of here. So,
sure.
But I think it would be fun if you had like a weekend, like a staycation.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
John, I was looking at how you created an entire treasure trove of things for us to talk about.
Okay.
We talk about, Mayor O'Connor said he loved your shirt, Strawberry Jell-O.
Yes.
We were talking about foods that you have on the grill, foods that you have for picnicking. I went to dessert, strawberry pretzel being among them, and I know that we talk about strawberry pretzel all the time. Something I didn't know. You have on here, strawberry Jell-O pretzel salad did not suddenly appear at church picnics. It grew out of America's obsession with gelatin salads.
Yeah.
But why was it called a salad?
Yeah, and it goes on to say basically it was, the debate, is it a salad or a dessert?
Sure.
And I don't know, I think it was just basically because people called Jell-O salads. That was when your aunts would put like chicken and Jell-O.
That's just disgusting.
And fruit cocktail.
Well, and that was the answer, right? It said, why is it called that? Because back then, which was essentially before the 60s even, almost anything that was suspended in gelatin or layered in a casserole dish would be called a salad.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And again, I can think of those nasty Jell-O salads that would come at various picnics. You know, they would make them in a bundt cake, and there'd be things floating in the Jell-O.
No, thank you.
No, I was not a fan of that. But do you want to go to the holidays since we do that? Okay.
So, producer Mike is usually with us specifically on Saturdays, but we're typically done around 9. We have Greg with us. We have Casey with us, which we're very thrilled. But they are not as familiar to understand that we make fun of the national calendar days. That just means that every day has some kind of twisted meaning.
Yeah.
Like if you look it up, it'll be like, oh, national whatever. You know, flip your papers over.
And we do have a lot of whatevers tonight.
Yeah.
So, all right, Casey, Greg, I don't know if you have your ears on, Greg, but we're going to go through these. And we make fun of these things in a way because we just don't understand how they get made. So today, not only is it the 4th of July, it is Independence from Meat Day, inviting everyone to explore the vibrant world of plant-based eating. Rachel, that's your holiday.
That's my life, okay?
Right.
But that is so weird to create a day for it.
On a day where we're eating hot dogs
on this day
and hamburgers.
especially, no.
Right. Greg,
people
Casey,
will
you got
hate
any
me
thoughts?
forever.
What genius thought of that one? Out of all days, I get the cause or whatever, but out of all days, that's the day you got to pick.
Right.
Of all days.
It's the actual one day not to pick.
They are firing up the grill. And for me, I say, I'll have a portobello, please. But we are not creating that day for me.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
Okay.
All right, here we go. International Cherry Pit Spitting Day.
What does that mean?
It's celebrated the first Saturday of July. Turns a simple fruit into a competitive sport. So that's where I think the Rennebeck boys would be good.
Yeah.
Because they love everything competitive. As we talk to your son, he's playing sports, playing games competitive with his friends.
Yeah.
And so Cherry Pit Spitting Day seems like that would be something they would come up with because the pits are there. Let's see how far we can spit them.
And it's this simple. Grab some cherries, practice your technique.
Easy.
And join the fun.
Right.
Casey, are you a cherry person?
I'm not. By the way, Hey There Delilah is starting right now.
Oh!
All right.
Hold on. Okay, we pause this programming so we can say, Hey There Delilah. I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
do we have the rights to air it?
I don't know.
Do you
I
think
don't know if you can hear it
anyone
anyways.
would know if I was the one singing it? They would not.
Right.
They would
All right.
not.
So here we go. And this one was interesting. Let's see how much time. Okay, I see. Hop a Park Day. And I'm not sure what that means. Like, I was like, what does that mean? And it means, like, we should be, and we're doing that today. We're at a green space where you go around to see different green spaces and just not pay tribute, but use them and purposefully
because we don't
appreciate
do it. People do not do it enough.
Yeah.
Of course, I do think we've educated ourselves so much more on the importance of greenery. Yeah. Casey, do you have a favorite park?
I don't see that many parks that much. I live in Moon, so I like Moon Park up there.
Yeah, Moon has
tons
a great
of base
park.
and they do different events during the summer, little festivals and everything. So it's a very nice park.
Yeah.
Now I'm not one of these people that goes like, is this one note in here said go appreciate, grab your walking shoes, take your shoes off. I'm not taking my shoes off. I'm not one of those people that has to feel the ground.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not showing my feet. All right.
This metabolic thing that my daughter and I are experiencing where we're watching what we're eating and it's more metabolic. Part of it is that we're supposed to go outside once a day barefoot to touch the grass.
Gross. Gross.
What's the science behind that?
Casey, I don't know. I didn't ask it because I'm not doing it. And whenever I check in, my mentor says, did you go outside? And I'm like, I sure did. Not at all today. Yeah,
I don't know.
Didn't do it.
Maybe it keeps you grounded.
Maybe.
Well, that's what they say. And Casey, I'm one of these people that no men should ever show their toes in public. Like, men should never have sandals on and show their toes in public. So that's another reason why not to. All right, this was 100%. The cool one, I thought. We always say the cool one. So this is Alice in Wonderland Day. July 4th is Alice in Wonderland Day. And I thought, well, why is that?
Okay.
Well, so we know what the story of Alice in Wonderland is, right?
Sure.
So Lewis Carroll was the pen name for the guy who told the story of Alice falling down a hole.
Do you
and
really
getting
think
lost
you're Alice? Yeah.
On July 4th in 1862.
Okay.
His name was Charles Dodson. As I said, his pen name was Lewis Carroll.
Yes.
He made up the story, told it to a girl named Alice Liddell, and then That's why you celebrate Alice in Wonderland Day on July 4th. To me, I thought we never come across any of these that are worth talking about. That one was worth talking about.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
How about that?
Yeah,
So,
again, to Casey's point on the very first one, and again on this one, I find it odd for Independence Day. I don't think anything should really.
Yes. Well, I guess probably what we have to appreciate, though, is not every country in the world celebrates July 4th.
Great point. Sure.
But are these days international that you're getting this from?
Yeah. Well,
they
yeah.
are?
No, they're national calendar days.
okay.
So they are
That's a
not
good point.
international.
Okay.
So that's a good point. But again, I just don't know that every day needs a thing.
But everybody wants a thing.
Everybody wants a thing.
their day in the
But if
sun.
you're having it on July 4th, you still don't have a day.
Correct.
Right.
Right. That's what we're saying, Casey. Like on
Right.
Christmas, it's not what else do you celebrate. You celebrate Christmas.
Here's what I want to know is when is Men Do Not Show Your Feet Day?
Oh, my God.
That's the day we need.
So Delilah's still happening. We
Yeah.
will not sing it.
They're
We
doing
will
the
spare
dance
you.
version.
Plain White Tees are tearing it up. Yes, it has been awesome to see all the people ascending on the stage. You can hear them singing back. All that means is that in less than 20 minutes, we get to see the biggest fireworks celebration that we've seen in quite some time per Corey O'Connor.
There you go.
How about that?
Yeah.
We're excited to see it happen, and we have one more segment to chat with you about before you hear them fireworks. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we're here for you. And we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. Promises to oneself.
This is a physical training event!
Promises to one's community.
Helping people move debris out of their house.
Promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Now more than ever, we're the station you can trust for the information you need. KDKA.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
time for us to be a little reflective. I know I said earlier today I was watching ABC, I believe.
Okay.
And they were showing all these different celebrations around the country. And we saw some video of the boat, the fleet parade up in New York City.
Yeah.
But you said you were looking up different.
I was, just ways in which people celebrate. Yeah. Clearly, they don't celebrate the way Pittsburgh does. Community traditions are obviously to watch fireworks, attend a parade. Lots of parades today as well. Mm-hmm. See a baseball game, eat hot dogs, catch an afternoon ball game at any stadium. Visit a historical landmark. We did a bunch of these things. In addition, some classic backyard hosting. You can fire up the grill. You can serve some themed food, play water games, light sparklers. Do you have any sparkler stories?
Yeah. I mean, I remember that was the one thing that my mother would let us use as sparklers.
Okay, why is that? Versus
she was not a fireworks person whatsoever. Sure. And so then we would line them up in our yard and just light them all at the same time and just watch them kind of burn out. And you learn the hard way, but that they are hot. Don't go pull them out of the ground right away.
I think I've told you this story before. Years and years ago, my dad's sister Judy, who you know, took my brother and I to, actually, I think my whole family was there, but we ended up staying longer, to her family's tradition, her husband's side of the family, and it was in New Kensington. So it was her Uncle Carl's place. And they did it, like everybody else. Big pool, outdoor activities, all this stuff. So every kid, and I want to say there were about a dozen of us, would get a sparkler. So we all had the sparklers. I was doing, waving it around, putting it in the air, making circles, whatever. Just then, my brother gets out of the pool, and he comes running through as I go to do it again, whoosh, inside of his thigh.
Oh,
I felt terrible. Yeah. Imagine how terrible that felt.
Yes.
So my brother to this day is like petrified of.
Does he still have
sparklers.
A scar?
That's a really good question. I don't know if he has a scar. I know.
Justin,
we'll call him.
Yeah.
Tell us if you. He'll say yes, just so that everyone knows I scarred him. But anyway, if you're looking to travel for a massive bucket list celebration in terms of cities who offer world-renowned Independence Day festivities. Number 1, Pittsburgh, PA. Ranked as one of the top destinations by USA Today. That's how Corey O'Connor was even announcing the Plain White Tees, is that we now are, one of the best as decided by USA Today for fireworks and for celebrating the 4th of July. Philadelphia is the home, I did not know this, home of the massive Wawa Welcome America Festival, offering free museum days and the historic red, white, and blue to-do parade.
Oh, really?
Never heard of that before.
Wow. Okay.
And how about the Wawa Welcome America Festival?
Yeah.
Sheets is better, Philly. Sorry, Sheets is,
Yeah, or Kroger, whatever Kroger's going to be called, Get-Go Kroger.
Right, yeah. Washington, D.C.,
I think that would be fantastic.
Oh, I can't even imagine
Fireworks
what it would be like.
over the Washington Monument.
Imagine.
Yeah, that would be cool.
They say spend the day exploring monuments on the National Mall before watching fireworks launch over the Washington Monument.
I can remember.
I guess that's a tradition, yeah.
I can remember going into a flight simulator with a pilot of airplanes.
Oh, okay.
And they take you over various airports. And I remember him flying the plane over the simulator around the Washington Monument as fireworks were coming up over it. It was so fantastic. I've never seen that in real life, but I think that's about as close to real life as it would get in a flight simulator.
I haven't been to D.C. in a lot of years, many decades, and I really would like to go. Of course, I told you I want to go for the cherry blossom.
Cherry blossom.
Yeah, I think that would be
interesting. Which is very limited, right? It's only like 10 days or something.
I don't even think it's that, but yes,
right?
it's very, very short. Yeah. New York, experienced the world-famous Macy's fireworks display over the East River. Has your son ever mentioned that?
That's a good question. No, he has not mentioned that. But I wonder how many different communities can you see from one place? Like New York's fairly flat, I think.
Sure.
But, that's where, again, I think Pittsburgh has it. You could go to somebody's upper-level house and watch 4 different communities as we talked before.
As we talked before, this was the place to be. And we were, as we said, number 1 as decided by USA Today. Pittsburgh loves to be number one in anything.
What happens for the Rennebeck family after July 4th? Is that a depression downslope, like, oh, my God, summer's over?
We were
What
just
happens?
talking about this is the halfway mark of summer, you realize.
And is it technically, or is it just feel that?
No, it's technically
Oh,
because
okay.
for as this I can't
If
remember
you're,
the
like, on
publication.
school
Back
time?
to school,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
For back to school, because
Okay.
for me, I'm in school board mode. So literally, unfortunately, we have a special election, an appointing. It's not an election. We have an appointing that we have to do, as unfortunately one of our board members passed away. So we have an appointment that's happening the week of Picklesburg.
Okay.
And after that happens, then we will have one meeting in August, and then, or one meeting in July and 2 in August, and we're back to school by then. So when I do it by that, it's literally
the question
6
being
weeks away.
Is July 4th really halfway through summer?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
does it just feel it's halfway
In
through
terms
the
of back
school
to
summer?
school. Mhm.
Yeah.
For back to
Okay.
school, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Which is crazy. And for us, it is sort of the unofficial end of summer. Not end, but it's clearly the mid
You're sort of
summer.
in the downhill mode.
You are.
Yeah.
I mean, at least for us, that's why we're doing this little trip tomorrow to Cleveland, because it's like we have one more little trip that we want to plan because there's no time for vacation. You and I build our entire summer around Picklesburg.
Yeah.
So clearly us being a part of Picklesburg is a big deal, and we're not, I didn't mean it like that, but I did it, big deal. But we will be, doing that. And as soon as that's over, you're into August.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you're
well,
in
that's
August,
exactly right.
what the heck do you do?
Because then school shopping, if you have kids, that's August is school shopping time.
August, yeah.
Right.
So here we are. We're
And
on the
squeeze in
downward
that
swing.
last
Oh,
minute
my
thing.
gosh.
All right, so we are getting ready for the fireworks here. And, I always say there's no reason to squeeze yourself to the front and be rude.
I agree. You always say that. Don't
Yeah.
elbow your way up.
Right. They're in the sky. You do not need to get to the front row.
Right.
What
is etiquette? You should have done a top 10 etiquette. How to be a good
How to be a
Pittsburgh
jag.
firework watcher.
Or what are the jag?
What are jag things?
Right.
Sure.
As far as when you're doing, don't sit. Don't put your kid up on somebody's
Do
shoulders.
it on the spot, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
That kind of thing. in
But
front of
if
somebody.
someone does it on the shoulders, what's wrong with that?
Then stand behind. Like go. You know what I
Oh.
mean? Because if there's, as we saw when we were up at Punxsutawney Groundhog Day,
sure.
right? People put their kid on their shoulders, which is fine. I would do that for my kid. But in the meantime, I would appreciate the fact that someone shorter might be behind me, and now I've completely blocked them.
So do you think there should be some kind of conversation with the people you're around ahead of time?
Oh, no, I just think that people just need to be
pay
considerate
attention.
of others.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and what else?
I think if you have a backpack on, watch where you're swinging your backpack.
Ah.
Right? Because people that put the backpacks on, they have the 67 things in them that they've packed for the day. You're starting to bang around and spin around.
We
and bang
saw a
into
clear
people.
bag when we were over at
Yes.
the Wyndham, and we said, we know this mom is taking free concert
Right.
by heart.
Right.
She had 2 apples, 2 bottles of water, and some Tylenol.
Yes.
She was like, free concert, and you are not getting anything out of me. Do not ask for a gyro or a soft
Right.
pretzel.
Right.
Anyway, one of the things I would say is, do you bring pets?
Oh, yeah, right.
I haven't seen a ton of pets down here. I did see a couple kittens.
I love a good dog story and all that kind of stuff, but
Not for
bringing
the
a pet
fireworks.
down here, I can't see it. I cannot see that yet.
Yeah,
I think
not for
that's
the
a jag
fireworks.
move.
We were talking about songs that we think will be a part of it. You said "Proud to be an American." God bless America.
Yeah.
God bless the USA.
Yeah. What's the Toby Keith song?
They put a boot
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
bleep. It's the American way.
Right?
Yes,
Right. Those
that's
are the
definitely
standards.
Yeah.
And again, Bruce Springsteen's a standard, but not one of my favorite USA songs.
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Oh, I think you should.
He was a famous trumpet man.
I knew it was
won't
gonna
do
happen.
it. I know. I
She
did
set
it
us
last
up for
night.
that.
I did it last night
She
because
said,
I
"Let's
sang
make
it
this
at Kiwanis
conversation
Park.
Go to Boogie Boogie Bugle Boy so I could do it. But that's one of the crazy things when we're thinking about traditions is you didn't have a traditional 4th of July growing
Ever.
up, right? Because you were always with your dad singing somewhere.
Wherever there was a community celebration, I was saying this last night, Irwin Park was one of my favorites. It was not for the 4th of July, but there were always these great community events. My dad would perform there. I got to see it, and I got to see community really come to life, but Kiwanis Park was still my absolute favorite, you know, and people would jump in the pool afterward. It was so cool.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because the pool was right next to it. So you got to see them perform. People would be so excited, and then that was the end of it. You just went over and belly smackered into the pool. All right. It has been an ultimate pleasure being live from Point State Park, watching all the people at the Wyndham, Pittsburgh being resilient and really listening and staying back and letting the city do their job and waiting for it to all happen, and then come back in and watch the Plain White Tees. It was fabulous to see all these people.
It's just so cool to see Point State Park back in motion.
It's so
here.
full of life.
It's cool to be back here. Thanks for having us, everybody. We
Enjoy
appreciate
them
it.
fireworks.
Enjoy the fireworks.
And I'm proud to be an American.
It's John and Rachel,
where at
100.1
least I know
FM
I'm
and
free.
AM 1020
KDKA.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
This land was made for you and me. This land
Just like Abbey Road, take turns tonight, that turns to whatever we want. We're young enough to say, oh, this has gotta be good life. This has gotta be good life. This could really be good life, good life. Say, oh, this feeling that you can't find. The city is a fine night. This could really be good life, a good, good life. There's to complain about.
Oh, beautiful, Lord, for spacious sky, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesty.
With a dream, my cardigan. Welcome to the land of fame excess. Am I gonna fit in? Jumped in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. That's when the taxi man turned on the radio and a Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song. The butterflies fly away.
flags unfurled. They're coming to America. Got a dream to take them there. They're coming to America. Got a dream they come to share. They're coming to America. They're coming to America. They're coming to America. They're coming to America. They're coming to America today. Today.
My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my father died, land of the pilgrim pride. From every mountain side let freedom reign. Long may our land be bright with freedom's holy light. Protect us by thy might, great God, our
Sun coming up over New York City. School bus driver in a traffic jam. Staring at the faces in a rearview mirror. Looking at the promise of the promised land. One kid dreams of fame and fortune. One kid helps pay the rent. One could end up going to prison. One just might be president. Only in America, dreaming in red, white, and blue. Only in America, where we dream as big as we want to. We all get a chance. Everybody gets to dance. Only in America.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go, oh, oh.
my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Injured? This is attorney Ed Shenderovich of Shenderovich and Fishman. Our fee is only 25%, and we guarantee we'll win your case or you pay nothing. So call us at 888-98-TWINS. We've got your back, not your wallet.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator.
Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh clients have electricity. Visit Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh, 1519